Evelyn, a tall and quiet woman, standing at nearly 6 feet, was known for her simple and peaceful life. Due to her unusual height, her family faced some difficulty finding a suitable match for her marriage. Eventually, they arranged her marriage to a widower named John, who also had children of his own. John was financially stable, and Evelyn's family believed he would be a good match for her. After the wedding, Evelyn settled into her new life and took on the responsibilities of her family. One day she received news of a close relative's illness, who was admitted to the ICU at a hospital. Evelyn rushed to the hospital immediately. There she met her relative and inquired about their health. On her way back from the hospital, Evelyn encountered a strange incident. In the ICU, next to her relative, a dead person was lying on a bed, and the hospital staff was covering the body with a green cloth. As Evelyn walked past the bed, her scarf suddenly got caught on the dead person's bed. She quickly freed her scarf and left without looking back. Returning home, Evelyn felt tired and had a slight fever. She took some acetaminophen and went to sleep early. At night, her husband John woke up and found that Evelyn was not in the room. He went out to look for her and saw that the front door was open and Evelyn was walking barefoot on the street. John panicked and brought her back inside. Back in the house, Evelyn began to behave strangely. She started crying and saying, "He left me." Her words seemed meaningless to John. Evelyn, who had never spoken English before, suddenly began speaking perfect English, which shocked John even more. The next day, John's suspicions grew. He realized that Evelyn had been acting strangely since she returned from the hospital. A few days later, John came home from work and saw Evelyn sitting by the window, staring out and smiling strangely. Bari hung her teeth. Her behavior became increasingly erratic. One night, John was sleeping when he suddenly felt a sharp biting pain on his shoulder. He woke up and saw that Evelyn had bitten him. John's scream woke the other family members. They realized that Evelyn's behavior was not normal. John told his family members that Evelyn had been acting strangely since she returned from the hospital. They decided to take her to a religious leader. The religious leader examined her and said that an evil spirit had possessed Evelyn. The religious leader, a man known for his wisdom and experience in dealing with such matters, instructed the family to confine Evelyn to a room alone. He explained that this would create a space where the spirit could be confronted without harming others. With a mixture of fear and determination, the family followed his instructions, locking Evelyn in her room. They then gathered outside the window, peering in, their hearts pounding with anticipation. The religious leader then asked them to extinguish all the lights in the house, plunging them into darkness. He instructed them to remain silent and still, so as not to disturb the delicate balance of the ritual. Then he began to chant, his voice a low, resonant hum that filled the silent house. For the first 15 minutes, nothing happened. The silence was thick, heavy with unspoken dread. Then, suddenly, Evelyn rose from her bed, her eyes wide and glowing in the darkness. She moved towards the window, her hands gripping the bars with unnatural strength, and began to speak in a voice that was not her own. "Who are you?" the religious leader demanded, his voice steady despite the fear that gripped his heart. A chilling voice replied, "I am Silas, and I came from the Burden Hospital. I have taken possession of her." "What do you want?" the religious leader asked, trying to keep his voice calm. "I want her," the voice hissed. "I saw her, and I liked her. The perfume she wore drew me to her, and now I will not leave." The religious leader rose, his eyes flashing with determination. "I will not allow you to keep her. I will trap you, bind you, and send you away." He then grabbed a burning incense stick and approached the window. He touched the burning incense to Evelyn's skin, and she screamed, a sound that was both human and inhuman. The skin began to blister and burn, and the entity within her shrieked in agony. "Stop!" the voice cried. "I will leave. I will go. Just let me go." "Will you return?" the religious leader asked, his voice stern. "No, I swear," the voice pleaded. "I will never return. Forgive me. I will leave her." "How will we know you have left?" the religious leader asked, his eyes never leaving Evelyn's possessed form. The voice replied in a strange, guttural language. "I will break a branch from the mango tree outside. When the branch falls, you will know I am gone." The religious leader nodded and released Evelyn from her bonds. As soon as she was free, a dark shadow erupted from her body and flew out the window. At that exact moment, a large branch from the mango tree outside snapped and fell to the ground. The family rushed outside, their hearts pounding. They saw the broken branch lying on the ground, confirming the entity's departure. They returned to the room and found Evelyn lying on the bed, her skin pale and her eyes closed. She was breathing, but barely. They laid her down gently and told her everything that had happened. Evelyn awoke, confused and disoriented. She had no memory of the past few days, of speaking English, or of the strange behavior that had gripped her. She couldn't even speak English anymore. She was completely back to her old self. From that day forward, Evelyn lived a normal life. She never experienced anything like that again. The family, however, remained haunted by the experience, forever changed by the night they faced the darkness within their own home. Though Evelyn had returned to her normal self, the events that transpired left a deep, unsettling mark on her family.